Welcome to another of my videos. Just a few weeks ago my father-in-law was visiting us, and we were out in the car one day, and he remarked to me how green everything was. And I don't think he was talking about Scots folk, but he was actually talking about the just lush greenery which is particularly prevalent during springtime here in Scotland. Now, he comes from Florida, so I could understand what he was saying, but it gave me an idea to try and do a bit of focus on greenery. And you know, when God created the world, he created so much variety, and even in colours. And when you look at the greenery around us here in Scotland, there is such variety. So what I want to do in this video is to try and bring out some of that great variety, and I hope you enjoy. Here I am in Polkemmet Country Park, which is just along the road from me, in search of a lot of greenery, and there's certainly loads of green around here. Let me just show you. Whether it be nettles down there or the various trees, it's surrounded by green, so hopefully I can identify some species, or certainly if I can't identify the species, I'll certainly highlight species and try and show as many different shades of green as possible. Okay, we'll see how we go on with this. Catch you in a wee minute. I'm liking this leaf. It may be a sycamore, I'm not very sure. My knowledge of trees is pretty hopeless. It's limited to silver birches and Scots pines, I think. But anyway, I'll try and find out what it is. If not, you can let me know in comments. But I'm just trying to catch a nice picture of this leaf with it against the bright background. And I'm using what am I using? I'm using a lens. Of course I'm using a lens, you silly idiot. It's my macro lens. Anyway, see how this comes out. Now, this shot I'm quite liking. There's a lot of greenery in it, but there are a lot of subtle different shades of green, and the contrast there with the trees on either side, the silver birches in the background, and a touch of blue sky above that. So hopefully this comes out okay. It looks quite good in the back of the camera anyway. Of course, it's a very contrasty day with a cloudless sky and a bright sun. But I'm really liking this scene, with the sun highlighting the ferns in the middle foreground there, and also in the background the light on the trees is looking really, really nice. I'll see if I can show you this in the back of the screen. Anyway, I don't know how that's coming out. But it's looking really, really quite nice. I've only walked about 400 yards, but I've bagged a few shots. So this is part one. I'll carry on another day because my time's a bit limited at the moment. So hopefully I've got one or two shots from this 400 yard trek in Polkemmet Country Park. So I'm not sure if I'll come back to Polkemmet, maybe I will, but hopefully we'll get something in the next few days or so. Okay, catch you later. This random assortment of bushes and trees is a scene that I pass every day in life in the car, and I've often thought there must be a photograph here somewhere. Anyway, in trying to get all my shades of green, there's a good selection of greens here, so I'll take a wee shot here. Today I'm in Drumpellier Country Park, and it's another glorious sunny day, so obviously it's very contrasty, but there's loads of varieties of green here, so I've been trying to capture some of these. But let me show you what I'm going to shoot just now. In the midst of the green leaves of this rhododendron is a lovely purpley lilac flower, so I'm going to capture that just to add a bit of contrast to the green. Quite apart from the shades of green in the trees, the reflection in the water here just adds something else. Well, this video has been shot over a period of about 10 days. I've had limited time, so I've just been doing bits here and there, and I've only been on 2 specific locations. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the images that I'm putting up. I don't think I've done justice, well, I know I haven't done justice to the subject or the theme of 50 Shades of Green, but I hope with the images that are there that you appreciate something of the wonder of the variety in God's creation. Anyway, enjoy the images and take care. God bless, and see you next time.